Hey guys, this is Miss Morgan, and this is a short video on what you need to know about bonds. So the face amount of the bond is the amount that you'll actually pay back at the maturity date. Now, maturity date is the due date, and that will also be on the face of the bond. And then the stated rate is the interest rate. This stated rate could also be called the contract rate. The way you calculate the interest payment is always multiplying the face amount by the stated rate, and then if you pay interest semi-annually, which means 2 times a year, you'll divide that by 2. So interest payment is always the face amount times the stated interest rate, and then times 1/2 if semi-annual. You need to know these things first of all. The second thing you need to know is how the price of a bond is calculated. So what you're going to do is you're going to calculate the present value of the face amount, that lump sum that you pay at the end of the life of the bond. Using the present value of $1 chart, you'll get the rate that you'll multiply with there, and the present value of the interest payments, which you will calculate using the stated rate. You'll use the present value of annuity charts to find that amount. You'll add those two amounts together to come up with the price of the bond. Now, the things you need to know here is that you're always going to use the market rate of interest when you use those charts. Always use market rate of interest, and be mindful of the number of payments when you look that up. If it's semi-annual, 5 years, then your number of payments would be 10. So be very careful to use these things when you use the charts. Next, you need to know that interest expense may or may not equal your interest payments. Okay? So let's look at these. If your bond is issued at face value, interest expense will equal your interest payment. If it's issued at a discount, your interest expense is going to be greater than your interest payment. That's because amortization of the discount is going to increase interest expense. So you need to know that. If your bond is issued at a premium, interest expense will be less than your interest payment because amortization of the premium will decrease interest expense. In the next video, we'll work through some problems where we issue bonds at face amount, then at a discount, and then at a premium, so you can see the journal entries.